Hello friends, welcome to my channel FinTech Logics. So today we will cover about how one-time payment works in a lending scenario and specifically when these are initiated by lender. So lender creates a due and the borrower has to pay against that due. Now I have covered about different kinds of payment needs in a lending scenario in my previous video. If you have not seen that, I'll provide a link here. Please have a look. Now, for use cases of one-time payment, let's take it in a very simple way that whatever processing fees or legal fees are paid by borrower and all sorts of ad hoc fees, it might be your penal fees or it might be any valuation fees that comes throughout the loan life cycle. For these kind of payments, lender initiates a due and borrower has to pay against that due. So it's something like a lender initiates a request and borrower pays on that request. So that is why I'm calling specifically this one as lender initiated payments. Now because this is initiated by lender, what can be the modes of payments? So it can be through a payment card. You can use your credit card and debit card to pay those dues. You can use your net banking to pay those dues, or it can be through your direct debits wherein these fees are added to the normal dues like your installments and can be collected by your normal direct debits, or else it can be also through your wallet debits or even UPI requests. So these are the different kinds of payments mode through which this payment can be collected by the lender. Now, if you see the process flow, I have simplified the process flow, not completing it with multiple arrows here to give a simplified view how it works because the process is very simple. So as a first step, if you say step number 1, your lender creates a payment due. That is the first process that lender says that you have to make a payment. Now, the lender presents this due to borrower. So the presentment can be through your lender app, whatever lender application the borrower has been given, or through a payment service provider, or it can be through a physical where POS or branch can be used to collect the payments. Once your presentment is done, borrower selects the payment mode. So one of the payment mode he would select that how he has to pay. Borrower would confirm to make the payment. Borrower's bank in that case would receive the request from your payer's bank through any payment service provider or through physical check. Now, borrower's bank will authorize the payment that has to be made to lender's bank, and then borrower's bank will process the settlement. So here your interbank, Nostro and Vostro processing comes into picture. That is probably a topic of discussion for another video. I'll cover that subsequently in detail. So once your settlement is processed, as the batch process succeeds, the amount would be deposited in lender's bank. The lender would notify lender's bank would notify the lender about the completion of the receipt for the due generated, and thus the due is settled. So in short, for borrower makes a payment for any lender initiated payments in a very simple way. In my next video, I would cover about recurring payments, how those things are happening, because that would need an additional step of registration and all. Thanks a lot for watching my video, viewers.